Okay. Thank you for everyone coming in. It's 3 minutes after the hour, and we will begin. Um, my name is Kellen Coleman from Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm, and hopefully everyone can hear me. If not, let me know. You know, but if you can hear me, great. I see Hannah, thumbs up. Thank you. And we have been hired today as the moderator, and we've been working on the public relations, sending out those emails. And I thank you for attending today and not unsubscribing. We've been hired by Griffin and Strong, and I'm pleased to introduce Hannah Royale, the project manager with Griffin and Strong, overseeing the Palm Beach County Disparities Study, and will also be help me control the room as well as the slides today. And it's not going to be a lot of slides. We're really here for you. Hannah, would you like to say something?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Hannah Rowell, project manager and primary point of contact for the Palm Beach County Disparity Study. Again, as Kellen iterated, thank you so much for your willingness to participate in today's public input session. We really appreciate your attendance. But yeah, I look forward to this meeting. Could everyone else hear me? Kellen, you couldn't hear me. Could everyone else hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Kellen, do you hear everyone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. So you gave your introduction. I just couldn't hear you. That's okay. It's a technical error probably on this side. But the purpose of today, the Palm Beach County has contracted with Griffin and Strong to conduct a disparity study to determine if willing and able minority and women-owned businesses are significantly underutilized in construction, professional services, and goods and service contracts awarded by the county. And if so, the extent to which disparities may be attributed to discrimination. The purpose of this session is to hear candid testimony about your experiences, both positive and areas of concern. In doing business with the county, attempting to do business with the county, are your reasons for not attempting to do business with the county. Griffin and Strong is not interested in influencing your expressions whatsoever. Rather, we seek a clear and honest image of your experiences. Disclaimer, this meeting is being recorded. Everything said during this session will be available for public record, and all your comments are going to be taken down, recorded, and summarized for our study. Griffin and Strong's final report will not publish the names, business names, or affiliations of individuals who give testimony. In the process, we are not soliciting questions, but commentary only. Again, we are not soliciting questions. Additionally, we will not be responding to questions or commentary other than to gain additional clarity to your comments. I will invite volunteers one by one to give their experiences and opinions. Any objections or similar experiences that other participants would like to share are encouraged, but should wait to be queued by myself before sharing. We ask that all participants be treated with courtesy and respect by refraining from interruptions and harsh language. Now, the public comments. When providing comments, please begin by stating your name and business name clearly for the record before beginning your testimony. Please keep your comments 3 to 5 minutes long so that everyone has time to share. If your comments go longer than 5 minutes, I will then wave my hand to let you know to please wrap up your comments so that everyone else can share. Then you can raise your hands and we can begin. Those who have unmuted and have their hands raised might go first, but yes, we'll begin. There's the slide. Thank you, Hannah. And I'm looking for raised hands of anyone who would like to speak. Let me know if not, I don't see raised hands on my end, but if you want to unmute and who'd like to go first, feel free.
My name
Anybody?
is Percy Newland. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we hear you.
My name is Percy Newland. With Advanced Petroleum Systems, Genesis Global. Um, my experience with Palm Beach County, doing business with Palm Beach County, I'm already contracted to Palm Beach County. It's a mixed bag. I mean, but it's mostly positive. I've observed areas that I hasn't demonstrated any interest in participating in activities, but when I look over some of the solicitations, it seems like it could have been done in different ways to facilitate not necessarily minorities, but probably companies lower down that do not have a lot of resources to understand some of the languages, some of the technical languages, some of the legal languages in some of the solicitations. Some of the solicitations, I believe, are unnecessarily combined when probably a large percentage of it could have been split and put into different solicitations. So it enters somebody at the lower end of the spectrum um, um, participating in the process. And an example of that was the recent solicitation for, I think, a number of activities, but it was combined into one huge solicitation, and that was for the airport. And there are things at the airport that I believe I looked at it, I see that maybe smaller companies probably could have vied for those activities differently from the huge basket of activities combined into one, and then requesting vendors to have prior experience in that large basket of activities, which is really impossible unless you had done that before, and it's a very, very small amount of companies probably would have done that before. So that more or less shut out a lot of companies, including my company, probably would have like to apply for some of those activities. Another area that I observe is the requirement for that hinders some companies, the requirement for like state contract, state license rather, as a prerequisite to apply to to apply when a large majority of the activities do not really require state license to do. Probably a very small percentage of the task would require a state license, which the minority or smaller company could have gotten that contract and then give that percentage out to somebody else to do. But overall, my personal experience with the county it's a positive one. It's pretty good. But yeah, those are some of my observations. Thank you. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, yeah. Can you? Oh, hopefully you can hear me now.
Now I can hear you.
participant.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you for participating and your feedback. Who would like to go next? Don't be shy. We'd like to get everybody's feedback here. Um, whether you've done business with the county or why you haven't done business with the county or tried. And if not, we would ask that we could kind of go down the line and see if you could just for the record say your name and your business name or your organization's name. If you don't,
Hello?
yep. Can you, hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, I'm Veronica Robinson. My company is Grace School of Nursing, and I try to do business with Palm Beach County, do everything, and submit all the paperwork, state license, and then I heard a different story, so I get very frustrated and said forget about it. So I said, let me join in on this line to see what this meeting is entail. Because after you do so much, you know, give everything, submit everything, and then it's a different story. What they were, it's a solicitation. It's for assistance for the students. That's what I was looking for, assistance for the students, because some students, we don't have financial aid yet. So we were seeking help from the county to assist the students for paying cash-wise on a monthly basis. But it was like nothing. So
Well, I thank you for
that's it.
sharing that. But was there more that you wanted to share?
No, sir. That's it.
Well, thank you, participant Veronica, for that. Would anybody else like to share their experience?
Yes.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Anaïs Antoine, the CEO of JNA Cleaning Company LLC. I am coming to this meeting to know how to do business with the county. My main office is on Broward County, but I want to jump to Palm Beach County too. Can you help?
Well, we're here to get what your questions are and your commentary. And so if there's any more that you want to share within that of any clarification, we're not here to answer questions, but hear your commentary on the process or why you haven't try to go through the process.
Actually, I tried before. I heard I need a certificate. But because like my main office is not in Palm Beach County, they say I am required to have the city license and the county in order for me to have the certificate. They told me I need a physical office, actually, they said, or home base. But right now, I cannot afford 2 offices. So when I see that advertisement, I say, let me come to join to see like if there's any way I can serve Palm Beach, I can do business with Palm Beach County without the small business certificate. Is there any way, or I must be a certified firm to do business with the county?
And we're taking a record of your questions and we're hearing you. We're going to ask that all questions on that same flyer that we sent, and we'll put it in the chat to direct all questions for that email. We want to make sure all your questions, because we're not here to answer questions, but to get the commentary on why you have not, and anything else. But we don't want to, we're not able to just answer your personal questions, but you're more than able to send it to the email. So those questions can be documented and hopefully answered. So thank you for sharing.
I see an email. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will email.
I did just put the designated study email address in the chat, and anyone else, that study email is Palm Beach County Study at gspclaw.com. And again, that's in the chat. So if you have any questions about the disparity study or our process or methodology, you can direct those there. Of course, we're Griffin and Strong. We are not representatives from Palm Beach County themselves, so we can't necessarily answer questions on behalf of Palm Beach County regarding their, procurement policies and things like that. But if you do send your questions there, they can be, included and communicated to the county so that they know that people have concerns and questions about those.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Who would like to go next? Again, if no one is racing for the microphone, we would like to get everyone to be able to say their name, their business, their organization, so that we have a record that you did participate. If no one wants to jump in, I'm going to just go alphabetical down the line. If you would, Ms. Abigail, if you would just state your name and your organization for the record.
Hi, yeah, I'm just with the Sun Sentinel, so I'm just sitting in. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Participant Ferrari, what a name. If you would for the record. And if not, just because we might be getting some people's AIs in there, we'll just keep going. Where we see people, Miss Hattie Ashbury, that's a very famous and popular name. Is there, for the record, would you, if you're able? Some people may not be able where they're at. They may just be listening. I'll just keep going down. There's a few Hatties. Participant Jesus. Oh, okay. Participant Linda.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Hi, I'm Linda Benjamin. My company's name is Notary with a Flash, and I just moved up here to PSL from Broward, and I joined the Chambers of Stewart. And I'm just learning as I go along and looking forward to see what avenue Stewart has for me to enhance everything my skills and helping out in the community.
Well, we thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Participant Nicole. Participant Percy. Percy, you spoke, I remember. And I think that could be it. If I missed you for whatever reason, please feel free to unmute yourself and let us know anything you'd like us to know about trying to do business with the county or why you have not. All right.
Oh, hi, I'm sorry. I was trying to unmute it. I'm Nicole Gary.
Welcome.
And hi, thank you. I have a substance abuse treatment center and a mental health practice. So I was interested in finding out more information and getting to know the county a little bit better in regards to programs and services.
Well, thank you for sharing and attending. Anybody else feel, if we missed you, if you came on just now, feel free to unmute yourself and share. All right, well, if that's everybody, Hannah, did you have anything else or anything that I might have missed?
Participant Alexander Ferrari able to unmute and introduce themselves?
When it said his name, he didn't, and neither did Miss Hattie, but I see like a few for Miss Hattie, and so this could be some of her AI, and it could be his AI too. But no, Ferrari, he didn't. And I know sometimes people are listening while they're in another meeting, so
Right. I was just directing it to them to see if they could unmute if they were able to. Participant Jesus Garza, are you able to unmute and introduce yourself and your business name for the record?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Jesus Garza. My company is Equipo Equipment LLC. I've been part of the county for, I don't know, the past 2 years, a year and a half. So I've been doing business with them.
Was there anything specifically you wanted to share about your experiences or testimony successfully doing business with the county?
Well, it was real successful last year, and then this year new contracts came in. I do a milling, which is for the removing the asphalt of the roads. And this year, a new contract was put in place, and there's been some discrepancies as far as the companies that won the bid, as far as them using me. And as a matter of fact, they haven't used me all of this year. So it's put me in a very, very tight spot. But I spoke to the county already concerning or giving them my concerns. So it's been difficult since the new contract was put in place.
Okay,
Well,
thank you
for
very much for
sharing.
sharing.
You're
And
welcome.
then participant Hattie Asbury, are you able to unmute?
She may be in another meeting. I know her, and she's always in two places at once. This might just be her AI.
Oh. Okay, that's all I wanted to do was just to check through one more time to make sure everyone who wanted to participate and could unmute was able to do so.
Okay. Well, Hannah, does that conduct if everyone has is that kind of wrap it up, or do we have
Okay, so again, I'll just direct you to the chat. The study email is palmbeachcountystudy@gspclaw.com. I monitor that email address. So if you do have any questions that come up after you have attended this meeting and you think of something that you wanted to share or ask, again, that's if you had any testimony that you didn't share today that you did want to share, you can share it to that email address and it will be taken into account the same way that it would have been if you had unmuted and shared today. And then if you have any questions regarding the disparity study or anything like that, you can direct them there. We also have a website, which is palmbeachcountydisparitystudy.com. I'll put that in the chat as well. So that website is the study website. It has more information about Griffin and Strong, about the disparity study process. And then we have an events page on there where you can stay up to date about any events that we have going on or any meetings that we have previously held for the study. Again, if you have like questions more about the study, we did host an informational meeting in October of last year, and you can watch the recording back of that by finding it in the events tab. So that's really all the resources I have for you guys today. Again, thank you so much for your participation today. We really appreciate you sharing your experiences and your testimony. We will be staying on for the remainder of the hour in case anyone else joins and would like to share their testimony. But if you've already attended and you have shared your testimony, and then you are free to leave the meeting, but we will be staying on for the remainder of the hour. But thank you again, everyone.
you? Mhm.
Anais, was there anything else that you wanted to share regarding your experiences doing business or attempting to do business with Palm Beach?
And I think all these are their AIs. Are they stuck? And they can't get away. But yeah, that's interesting. If you see me go off camera, it's just because I have my box of tissues and I don't want to be rude.
Good afternoon, Melanie. How are you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. And I think we also have Alexandra Alexis who has joined us. Let me put back up our presentation.
And should we just go from the top?
Just a moment. Yes, that's why I'm gonna pull the presentation up.
Hmm.
We'll just give a brief synopsis. Helen, you can just walk through the slide itself. We don't have to go through everything, but this will give them an idea so that they can participate.
Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kellen Coleman of Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm, and I have been hired by Griffin and Strong. And the project manager, Hannah Royale, is on as well. And the public input session, the purpose today is to hear candid testimony about your experiences, both positive and areas of concern, either doing business or attempting to do business with Palm Beach County. Now, disclaimer, everything said during this meeting will be available for public record, but Griffin and Strong's final report will not publish the names, business names, or other affiliations of individuals who give testimony. For the process, we are not soliciting questions, but commentary only. Additionally, we will not be responding to questions or commentary other than to try to gain additional clarity to your comments. Your public comments, when providing them, please begin by stating your name and business name clearly for the record before beginning your testimony. Who would like to go first? Feel free to unmute. Miss Melanie, if you have nothing to say, we'd love if you just say your name and your organization's name. And if you do have something to share, feel free.
Okay, Melanie Roger, Sis Consulting Services Corporation. I have had a positive impact working with the county. We have had a couple of successful contracts administering training to the public. It was the process was straightforward. And payment was received in a timely manner, so we were, it was very, we've had no issues with the county. I know they've done a really good job on doing different outreaches, and educational outreaches for the constituents. Only area I would say would be great would be like if there was like more of a mentorship program for those that are like seasoned in this field to help mentor, like those entering into doing business with the county for the first time. I think that like a mentorship program would be amazing, or a protege program would be amazing. Um, um, as far as areas for opportunity for improvement, as well as like, being able to even maybe like having a class on like, how to find opportunities and how to properly um, solicit opportunities. So I know there's like RFP writing classes that are out there, but not really quite, hey, okay, you got certified, now what? So I think those would be great, and I think you'd probably see more participation from the public. You know, if they had a little bit more understanding of, okay, after you get certified, what's the next steps? But yeah, so those are just areas for opportunity for improvement. But yeah, but our firm working with the county has been wonderful. With the particularly with the OEDO has been wonderful, and their response, their agents have been very responsive. So
Well, thank you for sharing.
Hello, my name is Alexandra Alexis, and I am the program coordinator for Youth Empowered to Prosper. And I'm specifically over our Young Amahuan mentoring program. And I would say we are currently in a partnership with Palm Beach County Youth Services. And I would say that partnership has been very well. We are somewhat new to the partnership, but from what we have experienced, they've definitely helped us as far as training in specific areas to help us to cater to our matches with our students and also with our mentors. I know that as far as communication, it's been very easy to communicate with them, very easy to reach them, any questions we may have. They've been quick to respond and been very effective with their communication as well. I know that we've had a few in-person meetings as well with opportunities to engage with other nonprofit organizations as well as community leaders. And so we see that has been very beneficial. There's actually an upcoming event next week where we get to share our testimonies as far as mentoring organizations to the community so the community can learn more about the different organizations that's out there that can help their youth as well. So I would say so far our experience with the county has been really well. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Who'd like to go next?
Good afternoon. My name is Evelyn Dobson. I'm with the Delray Beach Community Land Trust. I joined the conversation to hear about what's being proposed to Palm Beach County to address the current housing crisis, in addition to the programs and products that they already have in place supporting nonprofits. We provide rental housing and homeownership opportunities. And today, with the cost of construction, it's extremely challenging for us to provide an affordable product for the households that we serve. The support over the years with the subsidies that the county provide at $100,000 has assisted a lot of households, but we need to make sure that we include all households up to 140% of the AMI. And in addition to that, the nonprofits are in need of construction support, ongoing impact fee support, all of the soft costs that's included in new construction and development. We as nonprofits are in need of as much support as possible. And I want to make sure that with the disparity study that they show actual numbers, true numbers from each municipality within Palm Beach County so that the advocacy can be stronger. And that's my comments.
Thank you for sharing, participant Evelyn. All questions or comments that we can't answer here in the chat, we have the email. In case it doesn't pop up, I've just resent it. Hannah sent it earlier, and I've just reposted for the email and the website. But we thank everyone for their commentary. If there's been anyone that we don't see, or if there was any more that someone wanted to say, feel free to share. We are here for the hour, so we have about 15 more minutes. And if anybody else comes in, we will then, be going over what we've already said and hearing their commentary. If you've already spoken and if there's no one else, because I don't see anyone else, you're free to stay, but it will be quiet until we get some more participants.